I guess I'm kind of a Sony fanboy. I got the Sony phone, I got this big f***off Sony speaker, I even got this Sony shirt. Today we're gonna have a look at the Sony SRS-XG300, and if Sony's marketing has anything actually reasonable to say, I think it's gonna be loud more than good. Alright. We've been using this on a few short circuits actually, for background noises, that kind of thing. Simulating for ANC and all those kind of extra headphone testy features, the microphones and all that garbage. God, this thing's giant. Comes with this other little tiny box. It's just a USB-C power brick. A few feet, maybe 4 feet, something like that. 3 amps, that's pretty good. 5 volts, 3 amps. Oh yeah, the carrying handle. So it kind of slides to the side, is really nice and sturdy. There we go, we got the aux cord in. We've got a charge output, so you can actually use this to charge, I guess, other devices, maybe your phone, something like that. We've got the USB-C 5 volt in, battery care indicate, I don't know, do I hold it and it does battery care? And then it's also got a light button, but none of these seem to do anything right now, because maybe it's not on. The texture app's quite interesting. It's a very weird kind of weaved pattern, and it feels incredibly tough. I think it is some sort of cord. The cool thing about this speaker is it's IP67 rated, so this thing can go in a meter of water. It's dust proof, it's everything proof. I don't even know how they get sound out of it, if it can be fully submerged. The Sony's branding is kind of interesting, and their marketing wank. I think they're trying to be nice and refined and come off as a high-end brand, but everything that they put into this speaker, it seems to be designed to be loud rather than like a quality audio product. And I think that is exactly why this was designed. It was designed to be a really nice, robust party speaker, loud, clear, all that type of thing. The reflex ports on the side are nice and beefy. You can even hear the sort of bongo effect that you get from those. It's got a very prominent mega bass button right on the front here. You generally don't get that in a refined audiophile product. And I guess we should get it turned on. But first, a message from our sponsor, Vessi. Thanks to Vessi Footwear for sponsoring this video. Vessi Footwear is known for being lightweight, easy to pack, comfortable, and most importantly, water resistant with its Dymatex technology. Their everyday move line is designed with added support at the midsole and better breathability to keep up with your active lifestyle. Take them off and put them on with ease thanks to the handy pull tab. It's also made creature-free, so every step you take will be guilt-free. Your feet will thank you for wearing these. So say goodbye to wet socks and save $25 with our offer code ShortCircuit at vessi.com/shortcircuit. Got a nice big power button over here. Here we go. Oh, got a green light. Ooh, made a noise. Our app over here is the Sony Music Center. Give Linus a little boop here. There we are, the SRS-XG300 needs setup. Add a new device. Next.
Bluetooth pairing.
Bluetooth pairing. SRS, there it is, connect. And I think it's that easy. It better be that easy or I'll cry.
Bluetooth connected.
Oh, we can do LDAC for spicy music. Immediately we have battery display, we can see our Bluetooth, what we're looking at. One of the neat features that their new Sony speaker lineup can do is group with other speakers. So if you have a bunch of people who have, Bluetooth speakers everywhere, or you buy 6 of these because you have too much money, so you could do a whole area with these. I think we can, party connect and then stereo pair as well. We saw this with the LPX glass speaker. You can check out that video too, I did that one first. You can use a stereo pair. So if you have 2 of these, you can put them over there and use them as monitors, or if your party's facing one direction, you can do that type of thing too. And then some settings. So let's have a look at these. We've got sound, clear audio plus, which I think is on at the moment. We have sound effects, mega bass, live sound if you want your audio to sound distorted, and custom. So custom EQ is always really nice, but looks like they're just giving us bass, middle, and treble. Wow, the UX in this is awful. I have a Sony phone and it's this tall. Why is it this big? Come on, man. DJ effect, what the hell? Okay, we're definitely trying that. It looks like we can isolate certain frequencies maybe and turn on a flanger. Cool, so we can just make the music sound worse for fun, piss off every single one of your guests. And we can prioritize the connection quality or a stable connection. We have little LED rings on the side of the speakers here. Wow, there's a bunch of different settings for these. Delightful, rave, chill. What do you think? Rave sounds kind of fun, hey? We gotta play that crab rave. Speakers come out this direction, by the way. It's facing away from me, but it still sounds quite clear. Just gonna point it over here. for the first little bit, that's actually sounding quite good. I'm honestly very impressed. You know, the reflex boobly beebles on the side are bouncing a lot, so it's obviously pushing some air. It's rather directional, but not really. I mean, even when it was pointing away from me, I'm still getting some of the tweeter, and the bass is really nice and punchy, but it's not overpowering. So this is on the default level, and I think for this one, I'm just gonna try and set the volume to maximum, because this is supposed to be a loudspeaker, and I want it loud and I want it clear if I'm on the beach having a good time. So let's give that a listen too. It was so close. It was so close. That's really nice and loud, and it's really nice and crisp. Unfortunately, I'm hearing a little bit of crackle from this tweeter right over here, so can't quite do that level of volume without distortion. However, it's reproducing the song really, really nicely. Let's try some of those other modes. There's a giant mega bass button right on the front, and I want to push that. Wow, that's loud. It's not I'm in pain loud, that's very loud, but I'm comfortable to listen to that volume for probably, you know, a good while. And I'm sitting like 2 feet from it. The mega bass button though, I'm not entirely sure if that's putting the bass where I was expecting. I was expecting it to be in the super low end and making it sound bad. That actually does improve a little bit of the low mids and some of the bass, but in a pleasant way, which was extremely surprising. You see mega bass plastered on the front of a Bluetooth speaker, and you expect it to just you know, Beats by Dr. Dre it and make it sound like But this is good so far. I would buy this unless it costs money. It also has built-in microphone and some echo cancellation stuff. So I'm gonna give Belle a call and see if we can have the telephone. Hello?
Hi, Dan.
Hi, Dan.
Oh, hey.
You sound pretty good.
You sound pretty good. You actually sound like you're coming right to your phone next to your head.
I mean, I'm close to it. You sound pretty fine too. I'm getting some of myself back through you now.
Classic.
But you're nice and loud.
Yeah, you sound
Yeah, you sound all right.
Okay.
Bye, Dan.
Bye, Dan.
I would never do this. Goodbye. Let's try out some of these other sound settings. So we've tried the mega bass, which is slightly more bass. I'm just gonna get a Sharpie and go like moderate bass. That might be too many letters, but whatever. We've also got a live sound mode, which is very, very weird because normally concerts sound bad. They're loud, but they're bad. Yeah, so that really boosted the bass a bit more and kind of scooped out some of the mids and boosted some of the highs. So it was, yeah, much more like weird compressed sound. I want to hear how bad this flanger is, so I'm gonna just enable that. DJ effect, flanger, give me a plus 20 flanger. Oh, hell yeah. Jesus fucking Christ. Okay, what the hell, man? I guess a more moderate flanger. I said that to 2. There you go. Yeah, I want, that's 2 out of 20. That's very, very ridiculous. And then we have an isolator, which I assume is gonna be like a EQ filter sweep. So if we set that to 40, I don't know, what'd you guess? High pass or band pass or low pass? High pass filter, okay, good choice. 10, so this is gonna what, suck all the bass out of it? It seems to morph from a low pass filter to a high pass filter. So here's the high pass filter at like low levels. Yeah, let's turn that isolator all the way back up to like, we'll try 34 this time. See what it does now. Yeah, there you go. DJs use those effects and things if they're bad at their job. So this is fun and silly, and I think it's kind of cute to include. I think it's ridiculous. It's you know, get drunk, throw that on to all your friends suddenly at the middle of the night, and they'd be in stitches. I think it's great. I mean, for a hefty tube, I'm actually quite impressed. The audio quality that I'm getting out of this is a lot better than I think some other Bluetooth speakers that we've looked at the past, and even some other ones that we have here. I think that's one of the reasons why we're using this for doing our ANC testing. It seems to have a really nice even production of sound all the way through the spectrum. and it can also get incredibly loud. I still don't know how much it costs. Bell won't tell me, but it's pretty nice. I will tell you that. Okay, drum roll, here we go. What's the price?
$350.
US? It is absolutely worth $350 US. That's an excellent price for what this can produce. The Sony LPX speaker sounded like absolute that was also about 350 bucks. This, 350 bucks, right in the market. That's exactly the type of performance that I would expect from 350 bucks. I think Sony hit the mark on their marketing in a strange way by subversively saying that this was loud and for party goers. The build quality feels really good. The price seems right. One thing that I would like is maybe a cover for these reflex ports, because I mean, even just seeing them makes me just a little bit uncomfortable. And it seems like you should subscribe to ShortCircuit. If you want to check out my other video on the Sony LPX speaker, which is about the same price of this and absolutely nowhere near the level of performance. They're the same company, right? Sony and Sony. Then check that out. Otherwise, yeah, we've got some other neat videos